Yo, what's up guys? Sam here. Welcome back to another video. Tesla's V10 software is just around the corner as a well-known EV site Electric has actually obtained exclusive information, screenshots, leaked details about everything that's new. It's a huge update that's focused on making a Tesla more enjoyable, rather than arguably adding anything super practical. So I'm going to run down the feature list for you guys that we know of right now. These are all confirmed as of today. Drop a like if you're excited. Hit subscribe for more. Let's go ahead and jump in. First up here is Tesla Theater. As you guys can see in the screenshot, two services are confirmed. Up first is Netflix. Up second is YouTube. Unfortunately, though, there's a catch here. I was under the impression that if you were at any supercharger charging, you could watch this using the cellular data plan that came with your car. That's not happening. Tesla actually says you have to be on Wi-Fi and in park for this to work. And here's the problem with that. A lot of superchargers don't have free Wi-Fi, so I feel like the dead spots in the middle of the desert where this feature would actually be handy aren't going to work. So I don't exactly know what their methodology is here. I mean, I know some superchargers, probably the really busy ones, have Wi-Fi, but at that point, I feel like you're gonna be out and about doing whatever is in the area if they're that busy. Now, where you're gonna find this is under a new entertainment section. Essentially, on the main menu bar, there are some new icons, and Tesla sort of like reorganized them once again. I feel like every time, and I don't know if you guys can relate to this, that I actually learned the bottom layout of like the Model 3 menu bar, Tesla's just like, oh yeah, by the way, we're changing it all again. So in V10, that is happening. A new section here is arcade/entertainment. Obviously, this is going to be your hub for all things gaming. Cuphead is confirmed. Here's a look at what the teaser image for that is going to look like. And of course, a description for what the game actually is. Now, to the right side, at the very top, there's a tab bar now. You have arcade on the left, entertainment on the right. That is where Netflix and YouTube are going to live, along with any of the other sort of video streaming service that Tesla decides to add to the car in the future. So that's a pretty big UI change right there. Again, definitely something we've been waiting on for many years. It's just crazy that it's finally happening pretty soon. I say pretty soon because this was initially supposed to be coming in August. Now it's mid-September, and we still don't have a concrete release date. Another feature here is Karaoke. This is going to be for your fun family trips. Again, while you're at a supercharger, you're going to be able to see lyrics on the screen while in park, but while driving, you can't really use the feature. But it's going to be fun if you ever want to sing along, if you're ever not exactly sure what the words are for something. The new update from Tesla in V10 will allow you to have some fun, but I'm a little sad that it's not going to work while you're driving. Like, I get it. Not exactly the safest option here, but it would be fun if you could see lyrics and sort of sing along if you were an autopilot. Out of all these changes, I definitely get the most excited, irrationally, for the driving visualization updates, and V10 is no different. Take a look at this video, again, exclusive from Electric, and I will leave a link to all their stuff down below. They're definitely the best EV site that I've seen out there. You can now zoom and rotate while driving, but also it just looks a little bit different. And when you're merging, it's actually going to show you on the mini visualization where your car is going to go. It's sort of like a flashing Tesla of sorts. So that looks pretty nice. Honestly, it's a bit distracting because it makes it look, especially like in this image right here, that there's another car you're about to run into, but I guess the sort of like base 2D outline does sort of differentiate, hey, that's where you're gonna be. You're not actually about to smash into that Chevy next to you. Going along with the visualization, something that Tesla owners have been asking about for a while was a way to reduce the sound of the alerts. And I didn't realize it was an issue until I started noticing it. And then I was like, oh wow, yeah, like it's a little bit deafening just to hear like the autopilot lane merge notification. It can totally be too much sometimes. So especially if you have kids, Tesla is calling this Joe mode. This pretty much takes all those loud, obnoxious Tesla chimes and just brings them down. I don't know if it's 25% down or 50% or half or whatever the metric might be. It just is going to lower it so that especially if you have kids, it's not going to be super like loud and in their face, or also loud and in your face. If you're just your average Joe driving down the street, you probably don't want to hear these super loud alerts. So Tesla has this feature and they've created it with you in mind. All right, now for maps. I felt for a very long time that Tesla has not fully taken advantage of the actual mapping infrastructure they've built. First and foremost, being able to tap on points of interest. There's so many times I just wanted to navigate to that restaurant that I saw when I was scrolling around on the map, or the person in the passenger seat was looking for food and they stumbled across this place. They just wanted to tap on the screen at the waypoint and then navigate to there. Well, they were inactive. You couldn't really do it unless you set like a custom waypoint. Now, Tesla's made all of the waypoints in the mapping system interactable, and it's going to make going to places of interest so much easier. But on top of that, they've also added two new, more fun options. Let's say you're somewhere you're unfamiliar with, or maybe even at home. You want to try something new. It's called Feeling Lucky, and Tesla's going to take you to a random place in a city and say, hey, you actually might like this place, and sometimes even like open up the website for that point of interest. Conversely, if you don't want to go somewhere just to like sightsee or explore the city, find something new or interesting, you can do Feeling Hungry, which is actually really clever, going to take you to a restaurant of Tesla and not your choosing. As somebody who is admittedly a bit indecisive, I'm looking forward to that one. And plus, you might find a ton of cool restaurants that you would have never found before. Next up for Sentry Mode, Tesla has heard our pleas and there are confirmed changes coming with this. First of all, it will actually now overwrite old videos if your drive or your USB stick is out of storage. That was one of the biggest complaints because it wouldn't overwrite old copies. So if like an event happened, while your drive was full, it just wouldn't get properly captured on your personal hard drive. That is corrected now. Also for Sentry Mode, the files are a bit easier to find now, as Sentry Mode video clips are going to be stored separate from the dash cam, which again is like, yes, I don't have to see all these things intermixed together. It's going to make sorting through them and actually finding an important event that occurred so much easier than it was historically. Software updates. Tesla also says these are getting a little bit better. They're going to have, quote, more style and grace, end quote. I think that's the official language used in the copy to describe what happened. It's going to be more clear to see what software you're on, what's installing, if there's an update available. I feel like this has just been a mess forever, and I hope this is going to make it more similar to iOS, where you can literally go settings, general software update, instead of software update, basic or advanced, and your version number is in like a couple different places. It just seems pretty sporadic. So Tesla seems to finally have it locked down. Unfortunately, no screenshot leaked of this just yet, but fingers crossed, my hopes are high that Tesla can finally get it right this time. Now, on top of everything else, we've heard that Smart Summon is also going to be coming. This is where you could stand outside of a store and your Tesla will autonomously, with nobody inside, drive to you. And it's been really bad. Like Elon himself has been like, yeah, it's almost not complete trash. That is also said to be a part of this update. That's probably what is still pushing this back, considering that this feature alone was supposed to come out like 7 months ago, I think. That was the initial release timeframe. They fell behind on it. So Karaoke, Theater Mode, the new Cuphead game. This is all more fun stuff. Even Joe Mode has some practicality, but it's fun. And it's going to be a cool update, but it's definitely, I don't think, going to be as large of a UI change as v9 last year. So that's all I have for you in this video. Hit subscribe for more. Drop a like if you enjoyed watching this. That's all I have for you guys, and I'll catch all of you in my next video.